Following a disappointing season with the Los Angeles Lakers, no NBA team showed any interest in signing Dwight Howard in the offseason. Still, the big man took his talents to Taiwan to play for the Taoyuan Leopards, making his debut for the league in front of a jam-packed arena. The Superman did not disappoint, filling the scoreboard with mind-numbing numbers. Stay tuned for his career resurgence in Taiwan and how he got there. But first, a reminder about our brand new giveaway. We're giving away a PS5 with a copy of NBA 2K22 and Madden 22. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple. First up, Dwight's crazy Taiwanese Pro League debut. The future Hall of Famer made his league debut in front of a raucous crowd and had a lively all-around performance, catching alley-oops, ripping three-pointers, starting the offense off the dribble, and swatting shots. Howard finished with a ridiculous line of 38 points, 25 rebounds, and 9 assists. He took 32 shots on the night, including 8 of 12 from the foul line, despite being a notoriously bad free throw shooter in the NBA. But hey, new league, new Dwight. The big man looked like some bizarre cross between Wilt Chamberlain and LeBron James. And sure, his size proved to be a huge advantage since he was bigger than everyone else on the court. But he was also more skilled. Howard made 10 three-pointers. He hit 2 of them, and the whole place went nuts every time he let one go. Following up is the old Dwight back. After watching this performance, we can't help but wonder if we judged Dwight too quickly. The big man showed surprising energy, mobility, and leap levels that many basketball fans thought were long gone. Howard lit the court up every single second he was on that floor. In the NBA, most people consider Dwight a pick-and-roll dive man or a post scorer, but in the T1 league, he more often looked like a point center. There were even a few moments in the game when he looked like the prime Dwight Howard that we all know and love. The same player who almost became MVP in 2011, the same player who made All-Star 8 times, the same player that became an NBA champion in 2020. And sure, the competition may have been a little less than it would have been in the NBA, but you still can't discount everything Dwight did on the court because of that. He was an absolute beast on his debut night. It was like someone reignited the fire under him that many thought he had lost. And yeah, Howard's day as one of the NBA's best players are long gone, but this one night, he felt like one again. He deserves credit for trying to reinvent himself. And if every Dwight Howard game is going to be like this, who knows? The Leopards might just become must-see television. Moving on. Should the Lakers regret not signing Dwight? God knows the Lakers could use a stretch 5 right about now. The team let Howard walk after he played 60 games for them last season. And if you ask us, there must be some sort of regret now that they're seeing this. If you've been living under a rock for the past month, the Lakers have gone 5 for 10 this season, making them one of the worst performing teams in the league. One has to wonder if having Howard on the squad could have prevented all of this, especially given his newfound shooting talents. And while it's a nice thought, the truth is LA will be more or less the same with or without Howard. He isn't the sort of difference maker they need right now. And sure, he looks great in the TPL, but we still don't know if he could perform at the same level in the NBA. Next, wait up. Here's how much money he's making. We all know that despite all his efforts to get signed, Dwight Howard remained in NBA free agency over the summer. Many people thought this would end the line for the 36-year-old center, but the big man had something completely different on his mind. He wasn't ready to call it quits and agreed with the Taoyuan Leopards of Taiwan's T1 League earlier in November. While the league typically limits foreign players to a monthly salary of $20,000, they reportedly agreed to pay Howard more than $1 million for the season because of the publicity he'd bring to their brand. This is a step down from the nearly $2.6 million he made playing for the Lakers last year, but it's still a great deal because the schedule is way less demanding than the NBA. Moving on. How did we get here? While Dwight was eyeing a return to the NBA this season, no one took the bait. The 8-time All-Star announced his signing with the Taiwanese team on Monday, the 7th of November. This news was a shocker to some, since it came just on the heels of a possible reunion with the Los Angeles Lakers. According to reports, the 8-time All-Star tried to re-sign with the Lakers, but was denied a multi-year contract due to his age. Howard was one of the best ball players in the 2000s and 2010s, before being traded to the Lakers in 2012, which many believe marked the beginning of the end for his NBA career. And though he could never be the dominant Superman we'd grown used to seeing, Howard still had a few solid years in Houston with James Harden. But it just wasn't the same. After Houston, Howard spent most of his time with teams that didn't look to tank for generational prospects, but didn't nearly have the talent needed to win a championship. We're sorry if you're a Hawks or Hornets fan, but that's the truth. Howard's downward spiral continued until he signed signed with the Lakers in 2020 and helped them win the championship. That season, he proved a huge asset to the Lakers, providing solid center play when Anthony Davis was forced to sit. Let's look at where it started going south, or east. The championship ring was regarded as the cherry on top of a Hall of Fame career. But when Howard was passed over for the NBA's top 75 anniversary team, he began to question his entire legacy in the league, and understandably so. It must have come as a huge blow to a guy like Dwight, who considers himself one of the best to ever do it in his position. If Anthony Davis could make that list, Howard should have been a done deal. No offense, but Davis's list of accomplishments pales compared to what Howard has achieved in the league. Also, this is all part of a way bigger picture. The 75th anniversary team wasn't the first time the NBA disrespected the 8-time All-Star. It's incredible to see how little the league thinks of Howard. Instead of being signed by a team to come off the bench and play 15 minutes per night, Howard is forced to play overseas. And sure, he says he loves the people of Taiwan, but if the NBA had given him a chance, he definitely would have taken it. And again, no offense to the players we're bringing up, but if DeAndre Jordan can still pick up a paycheck from the NBA, Howard should too. Jordan averages 6 rebounds and half a block shot per game while playing 13 minutes in Denver. Howard did the same in 16 minutes while averaging more points than Jordan for the Lakers last year. DeAndre Jordan has never been a better basketball player than Dwight Howard at any point in his career. However, as with anything else in life, when you associate with the right people, you can gain the benefit of the doubt over outsiders. Everyone saw Kevin Durant pulling strings because he had to have Jordan in Brooklyn with him, and just like that, DJ, well past his prime, is still getting calls while Howard, who can still go, is out of the league. Having had enough of the constant disrespect, the veteran decided to pack his bags and take his talents elsewhere. Finally, what does the future hold for the big man? Though Howard is clearly past his prime, he's shown in recent years with the Los Angeles Lakers and the Philadelphia 76ers that he's more than capable of keeping up. He's still in good shape, can defend the rim on the low block, and run a good pick and roll with capable point guards. To be honest, it's surprising that more teams didn't ask about signing him, but the thing is, if any team were going to sign a 36-year-old, it would have been the Lakers, who had the league's oldest team last year based on average age, and they already gave their answer. This could very well be the end of Dwight Howard's NBA career, but it could also be the start of another legendary career overseas. After all, players like Jimmer Fredette and Shane Larkin had illustrious careers overseas, despite not having even half the numbers or star power as Howard. And as far as an NBA return goes, it's important to note that these overseas leagues are always on the radar for NBA teams who want to sign someone back into the league for bench depth. In the meantime, Howard signing with the Taoyuan Leopards is clearly a new chapter for him, and he still loves the game, which is why he would rather play in Taiwan than call it quits on a first-ballot Hall of Fame career. Alright, do you think the NBA let down Dwight Howard? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you at the next one!